Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. So today I will be talking to you about my firstborn. My firstborn's name is Carson. He is a wonderful child, very bright, very happy, cheerful, loving child. And I just wanted to share my birth story with him, which is long overdue, long overdue. He is turning 5. Okay. But I just wanted to share because it's still relevant. There are still women out there having children, and there's something very communal about sharing your birth experience and just learning about the different things that take place during pregnancy and during childbirth. And it's just so empowering when you're able to share your story, and it also helps everybody else around you who is going through the same thing. It helps them to feel a sense of community. They don't feel alone when it comes to pregnancy, and they understand that there are so many unique ways to bring a child into the world. So I wanted to share my first birth story with you. Stay tuned. So my precious boy, we found out that we were expecting Carson in 2015. So in the month of April, I remember this vividly. I don't recall the date, the exact date necessarily, but I do remember being at work. I was doing community health at the time, and I was at my client's home, and I just felt a little bit off, and I noticed that my period was late just by one day. And so I'm like, let me get a pregnancy test and let me see what's going on. So I got a pregnancy test, and lo and behold, that afternoon, because I finished my shift a bit early, that afternoon I found out that I was expecting, and I was in such disbelief. I literally bought pregnancy test after pregnancy test after pregnancy test, because I'm like, there's no way this can't be true. Reason why I was in such disbelief was because I was trying for months. I thought, I'm young, I'm healthy. As far as I'm concerned, everything should be intact reproductively. It shouldn't be hard. But I actually tried for months. I would say it was close to 6 months of trying before I got pregnant. So I found the news out. I told my husband, and we were over the moon excited. And then I had to tell my family. In each of these stories, you're gonna find that I always found it so difficult to share the news with my family because I don't know, I just had this very irrational fear associated with sharing that type of news. I always felt like I would be judged because of where I was in life. I didn't have everything I necessarily needed, or it appeared, I should say, that I wasn't where I needed to be in my life. And so I thought, okay, I can't share this news. I just had a hard time. So we didn't even say it out. We just, my husband and I went to my parents and were like, we have some news, and they guessed. And that's how they found out. There was no special pregnancy announcement, nothing special like that. So they found out that way. And throughout that pregnancy, it was very new. A lot was happening in my body that I have never experienced before. There was a particular time in the pregnancy that I thought I was losing him. Not to be, so graphic, but I believe it was around 10 weeks. It was May. I remember this because it was around the time of my mom's birthday. that I woke up one morning and found blood and clots, and I was like, and I thought for sure, I'm losing this baby, something's wrong. I went to urgent care, had ultrasounds, blood work done, everything, and when I got the results, it was a subchorionic hemorrhage that they found, and apparently it is benign. It happens in some pregnancies, and I was so relieved to know that the baby was well. And that was the first time I got to see him in ultrasound, and he was moving about, and I was saying, thank you, Lord. Thank you for sparing my baby's life, because it could have been something more serious. So I was so relieved. Fast forward, it was in the month of November, just 1 month before my baby boy was due. We were driving in Mississauga. I just had my baby shower a week before, probably a few days before, and I went to pick up some stuff from cross-border pickups, and I was on my way to Toys R Us to use up my gift cards. It was a rainy night. It was late evening, and my sister and I were on the road. I was driving, and we were going through the intersection, and somebody proceeded through the intersection and hit us, T-boned us. The car was written off. I remember coming out of the car screaming. I thought for sure I lost my baby. Baby's not gonna be okay after this. I remember calling my husband and freaking out. I didn't know what to do. My belly in so much pain. It was the most gut-wrenching feeling I've ever had in my life. I was rushed to the hospital. They assessed me, they assessed the baby. Thank God everything was okay. There was just some bleeding under the skin from the impact, and I had bruising on my hand and my leg, but otherwise I was in good condition. I just had to basically heal, of course, and that was it. Baby was doing well inside, and I was so relieved again to know that he was okay. Fast forward, the labor and delivery of baby Carson.